Commander Rourke received the transmission. Unit 7 was trapped behind enemy lines, their reactor critically damaged. "The window for extraction is closing, Commander," the tactical analyst reported. "We have 12 minutes before the collapse." Rourke immediately contacted Commander Ellis, head of the main fleet, to request a full-scale rescue operation. Ellis's response was sharp. Diverting the main fleet for a rescue mission would expose the entire supply convoy. "We are faced with an impossible binary," Ellis stated calmly. 3 lives versus the entire mission's success. Rourke saw only the incumbent duty to save his men. Ellis saw only the consequences of mission failure. The emotional stakes were irrelevant to the tactical data. Only cold logic could dictate the command. "I need a formal argument, Rourke. Justify the risk," Ellis demanded. Rourke began his appeal, time ticking down. "It is incumbent upon us to preserve life above all else, Commander. That is the fundamental premise of our commission. Furthermore, setting a precedent for disposable units will fundamentally undermine the morale of the entire fleet." The tactical analyst interjected, "However, the rescue mission has only a 30% chance of success, sir." "Notwithstanding the data," Rourke countered, "the probability of mission failure does not negate the moral imperative to attempt." He continued, "In conjunction with the mission protocols, we have sworn an oath to leave no soldier behind." Ellis was silent, considering the weight of the moral argument, which superseded his logical calculation. If we were to abandon them now, the public backlash would cripple future recruitment, regardless of a successful mission. Rourke concluded, "Ultimately, we risk losing our humanity in pursuit of numerical victory." "I appreciate your candor, Rourke," Ellis began coldly, "but the immediate reality is that the needs of the many must outweigh the needs of the few. Conversely, your ethical mandate fails to address the scope of the potential catastrophe," Ellis stated, referencing the convoy data. "To elaborate on that point," the analyst added, "exposing the convoy risks a civilian food shortage in the Allied territories." Ellis continued, "Consequently, the choice is not between 3 lives and the mission, but between 3 lives and 3 million civilian lives. Had you secured their position earlier, we would not be facing this crisis now," Ellis accused, pushing the responsibility. "In light of the data," Ellis summarized, "the rational choice is clear. We must maintain the objective." He issued the chilling final order. "Therefore, rescue is denied. Unit 7 is to be designated as an acceptable loss." The argument was over. The order, based purely on utilitarian calculus, had been issued, sealing Unit 7's fate. Rourke was left alone in the command center, the silence deafening after the intensity of the exchange. Despite the mission's ultimate success, Rourke submitted his immediate resignation, citing an insurmountable ethical conflict. He was later questioned, and the transcripts of the divided command were released, igniting a public debate. The public was split. Some praised Ellis's pragmatism, others condemned his callousness. If the public had been present for the full debate, they would have understood the crushing weight of the commander's burden. Ellis himself never regretted the decision, but he carried the unbearable weight of the 3 individual lives he had consciously surrendered. The mission was a victory, but the lesson was clear. Leadership requires making morally injurious choices that leave permanent ethical scars. The divided command remains a permanent case study, underscoring that perfect solutions are often rendered impossible by the contingencies of war.